And I apologize for having to do this in 2 videos. I need to clear out a bunch of memory on my phone. But anyway, I got the 396 out. I said I put that in there back in 1992. That motor has never been into the bottom end. That was never been rebuilt. I redid the valves on it, did the heads. Can't wait to get rid of those stinking headers. But look, what was giving me trouble was I got caught on my clutch linkage. And see how I bent that? Now, I should know better than that. But I just couldn't see it. I was dragging on it and it came out. It's a good engine. I just got tired of replacing header gaskets. And haven't driven it much ever since putting that in there. It runs so strong that I couldn't help but race people with it, and I don't need to be racing people anymore, so this is what I plan to put in its place, this 327. I can't remember how much I showed in the video here the other night, but this engine here I bought at a swap meet. I think I gave $200 or $300 for it. It's supposed to be a good motor, but once again I'll put it in and see how it sounds and how well it runs. Then I'll pull that 2-barrel off an intake and I'll put an aluminum intake and 4-barrel on it. But it is a 1965 327 4-barrel, supposed to be originally a 4-barrel, 250 horse. It's got the power pack heads on it. Anyway, I'm going with the Ram's horn exhaust manifolds. Said I don't uncap headers and go to the drag strip anymore, so I'd rather have the simplicity of Ram's horn exhaust manifolds and not have to replace header gaskets all the time. But I want to fix this car up and start driving it some more. There's the Muncie 4-speed and the Competition Plus shifter. That Muncie's been in there since the early 70s. Of course, I used to drag race with other 4-speeds and I'd blow them up and stuff like that, but that's the one that was in the car probably since the 60s. I had it rebuilt once and they did a good job. It's held up. Well, let me get to cleaning things up and straighten out my clutch linkage. Transfer the bell housing and the flywheel and the clutch disc. Take a look at all that stuff. It didn't slip or anything. I'm going to put a new throwout bearing in it. I'm going to put all that on this 327. I remembered to put my pilot bushing in. I always have bad dreams where I put an engine in and I forget to put the pilot bushing in. There's a 454 that I bought at a swap meet out of like an 88 Chevrolet truck. Low compression engine. Will run on today's gas, just in case that 427 and the 67 Vet won't work. That thing's built to L88 specs. It's been a bit of a hindrance in me getting that thing going, as well as a lot of other projects, but I kind of have a feeling that that motor's just not going to run on today's gas. But since my Buick got totaled out, looking for cars to drive every day, I kind of moved into that Buick, and it was silly. That Buick was nice, but I got all these cool old classic cars. Why am I driving a new car when I got stuff like this? Well, let's get this gas guzzler drag race engine out, put this in there, and enjoy it the way I used to. This car was a small block for most of the miles that I drove it, so it's fixing to be one again. Sorry about the last video just cutting off. That's my phone for you. But anyway, thanks for watching.